What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my music video reviews. We're taking a look at the newest song from Day6, which I am super excited about because Day6 was one of my favorite groups to make a debut in the last year, in 2015. They were fantastic. They were bringing some cool change to, I guess, the K-pop scene, even though they're technically not really considered to be a K-pop group. Well, they are, but at the same time, they don't want to be. People don't want them to be, but whatever. That's the way it goes. His comeback is interesting and is gonna more or less be the start, or some, this promotion cycle is going to be the start of a, they're going to promote this song, and then for the summer, I think they're going to tour the United States, and then they're going to do some stuff. They're going to be busy this summer. It's going to be really exciting. So let's check out the song. My first impressions come up first, followed by my final thoughts and opinions. So let's do it. Okay, I like the, so I just paused it before we ramp up into the actual song, right? But that intro verse, I guess you can say, oh, it's so nice. It's really great. It's it sets the tone that we're going to have like an emotional song, like there's definitely a kind of like sad emotional undercurrent, and judging by the title of the song being Letting Go, it makes sense, right? I really like it. It's really nice, and it does set up a very interesting concept for the music video as well. And like I said, I've paused this just before you get a little bit of drums to ramp up into the next part. But I think that the song's about to kick off. Actually, I know it's about to kick off. We'll see exactly how it goes as I continue watching. I'm really interested because this start is so good. I like it so far. It's fantastic. That's a really interesting. No, that is a very interesting sort of scene right there. And of course, like I said, it was gonna ramp up. It didn't really kind of like kick up so far. Well, I didn't think it was gonna kick up that far because it wouldn't really make sense for it to go from like that super like low key emotional sort of like intro verse to just like kick up to high tempo, high energy sort of song. But it's been nice. I mean, they've took it up a little small notch, and they kind of taken it up a little bit more for, I guess this will be the chorus. Whatever, it's great. This scene right here is really interesting. I am definitely enjoying that. I'm enjoying all of it right now. It's a very enjoyable song so far. Dude, this rap verse. Okay, I had to pause during the rap verse. I definitely shouldn't have stopped. But the rap verse, their rap verses are good. I like this guy. The way that they work it in, and the instrumentation that goes behind it too, is really great. Because it's like, with Congratulations, if I remember correctly, they just dropped a lot of instrumentation down to maybe just the drums a little bit, where there was a little bit of drums. This here, you get a little bit of keyboard or piano sound that's going in the background. It's really good. I like it, because it doesn't take away, because of course it's not like a rock sort of thing. So they just drop out all the rock sound, and then they give a little bit of music track to keep it going a little bit. But you got the rap verse going, and gives you the focus on like the actual rapping, as opposed to having to split between listening to the music track and the rap verse. I like it. It's good. The way that Day6 does the rap parts in their songs is really great. I love it. Okay, so I kind of paused a little too early to actually make any sort of comment on the music track for this one, but the music track definitely did step down, but it still had, that rock, the guitar and the drums and stuff, but it wasn't really, I don't know, kind of the instrumentation and the playing and all that stuff wasn't really supposed to be something that like kept caught your attention or something like that. It was just supposed to be like noise to fill in with, because you don't have the vocals on top of like silence, because that's weird. But I mean, it was nice. And you got that, again, the keyboard was kind of like the main point in there, which is supposed to be the most, at least for me, right, that they grabbed my attention more than anything else in that rap verse. All right, there you go. Day 6. That song was really good. That was really, really good. Kind of in the same reason why Congratulations was good, right? I mean, because Day6, as a group that writes their own songs, of course, when you write your own songs, they're going to be, definitely they're going to come from the heart, because that's just the way it goes. All right, so I do apologize for that abrupt cut, but it had to be done just because basically that was the end of my first impressions, and then my memory card filled up, so I had to do some things so that I can record this part on a memory card and stuff and things. So let's move on to final impressions. I've already done the stuff and the things like I usually do, and what else do I have to add? Nothing specifically. I don't know. I don't know. It's Day 6. They're really good. We were talking about what I like about Day 6 and the song in general. So we're going to continue with that because that was when I got rudely cut off by my memory card filling up. I was talking about Day 6, and this song is it's different from Congratulations, but at the same way it's good for the same exact reason, and that's mostly to do with the fact that one, the song is engaging musically to an extent. It is really, really engaging in that sense. Day 6 had that, or not Day 6, because the group is Day 6, not the song. But Congratulations had that. They got the guitar and the drum beat, which is definitely something that hooked you. The chorus parts, which again, this also had something that did that. The rap verse again was something that stands out to me as a remarkable part in each of these songs. So each of the songs have the same specific elements that stand out as something that you pay attention to and you will remember going forward, and as something that will have sold you on the song. So in that sense, Day 6, they do the same thing. Not really, but they do it. They have this the same formula, but they present it in a slightly different way, and that's good. It's not any problem with that. And the very base essence of this song, right, beyond the music, is just the emotion and the feelings and the whatever that you're getting out of it, right? So Congratulations had that emotion and that feeling with it. This one has something that's completely different from that, although slightly related. And both of the songs feel really, really authentic, and you get that whole authenticity and that authentic feel from these songs. These guys actually are feeling it, and they're definitely this. It's coming from their heart versus we're just performing it. And K-pop idols in Korea likes people who feel the music that they sing, so I'm going to just feel it. These guys actually physically feel it, right? That's what I get from Day 6. And that has to do with the fact that they wrote the song themselves, because this is the studio. They're part of Studio J. They are, they write their music. They produce their own music. That is the entire point of being a part of that company. So it gives their music a much more authentic feel to it than any other K-pop group out there that doesn't specifically write their music. They perform what they're doing and they feel it because they're told to. These guys actually do feel it. So that sets them apart in a completely different way than a lot of other K-pop groups. And for that reason, I think that these guys are really, really special. I mean, if you're going, even though a lot of their fans are these guys are not actually K-pop idols, they are K-pop idols. Sorry that you don't want to say that, but they are. They're not treated as they are by Studio J and JYP because, for reasons, I don't know why, but I mean, I would think that they would want to promote these guys. These guys are very good, but holding them up and comparing them to, groups from FNC Entertainment, these guys definitely feel much more legit and authentic compared to, those groups for whatever reason. And I don't know. Maybe it's a different style of music. Maybe it's because, like I said, I feel like these guys feel it more, actually really feel it in their bodies as opposed to feeling it in their minds and performing to make me feel like they feel it. Maybe the FNC groups do. I don't know. But, the stuff, that's the stuff and the things and the further thoughts that I wanted to get out there beyond what I already said in my first impression, because my first impression was pretty much all of the technical bits that I wanted to talk about. And I don't have any more to add. So those are my first impression and final thoughts of this song. I love it. Day 6 is good. They have not disappointed me yet, so that's great. So I want to know what you thought of this song. I know you probably already liked it, but tell me how much you liked it down in the comments below or on Facebook and Twitter. I've got both of those accounts. There's links to those profiles and more social media stuff going on in the description box below. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Try and debut a group that's like actually a rock group, like these guys were, right? Wonder Girls is a bit different, I think. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see what they do continuing going forward, because of course they're under JYP. But that whole 80s pop thing that Wonder Girls did definitely was not particularly